While Manafort's grilled by a grand jury, Mueller passes the buck on Podesta, by Amy Moreno for TruthFeedNews.com. Could Robert Mueller be more biased if he tried? I doubt that. He's not even attempting to hide it at this point. While Paul Manafort cools his heels in solitary confinement and is raked over the coals by a grand jury, Mueller casually lobs a softball at Tony Podesta, brother of Hillary's campaign chief John Podesta, and refers his case to federal prosecutors in New York who will likely do absolutely nothing. From the Daily Caller, Special Counsel Robert Mueller has referred cases on a group of prominent American lobbyists, including Democrat-connected super lobbyist Tony Podesta, to federal prosecutors in New York as part of an inquiry into whether the operatives worked as unregistered foreign agents. Mueller also referred former Obama White House General Counsel Greg Craig and former Minnesota Republican Rep. Vin Weber to the New York office as part of the inquiry, according to CNN. All three of the lobbyists worked with former Trump campaign chairman Paul Manafort on a campaign to help former Ukrainian President Viktor Yanukovych. Mueller has indicted Manafort in 2 federal jurisdictions on a slew of charges related to his work for Yanukovych, including tax evasion and acting as an unregistered foreign agent. Manafort went on trial in Virginia on Tuesday. Manafort, a longtime Republican political consultant, worked for a political party connected to Yanukovych from 2005 to 2014, 2 years before he joined the Trump campaign. Podesta's firm, the Podesta Group, and Weber's firm, Mercury Public Affairs, worked on behalf of the European Center for a Modern Ukraine, a think tank linked to Yanukovych. Craig's former law firm, Skadden Arps, worked with Manafort in 2012 to produce a report aimed at justifying the imprisonment of Yulia Tymoshenko, a Ukrainian political who opposed Yanukovych, a close ally of Vladimir Putin's. Podesta, Weber, and Craig have not been charged with any crimes or accused of any wrongdoing. It is unclear whether the Mueller referrals indicate that they are being investigated for a crime. Yeah, of course, they're not, it's unclear. Another former Skadden Arps lawyer, Alex van der Zwaan, has pleaded guilty to Mueller's prosecution for lying to the FBI about his work with Manafort. Van der Zwaan worked closely with Craig on the Ukrainian project. According to CNN, Mueller referred information about Podesta to the U.S. Attorney's Office in the Southern District of New York shortly before a raid against former Trump lawyer Michael Cohen. Mueller also referred the Cohen case to the Southern District of New York prosecutors. Podesta, the brother of the Clinton campaign chairman John Podesta, closed the Podesta Group late last year. Craig left Skadden Arps in April, shortly after van der Zwaan was sentenced to 30 days in jail. Mercury Public Affairs has fared somewhat better. The GOP-linked firm has thrived under the Trump administration. And Manafort is facing 305 years in prison, while Tony Podesta gets a free pass for the same identical situation. And they say that the sentence for the tax evasion usually carries about 1 year and 3 months of a sentence. Meanwhile, Manafort is facing 305 years, and Podesta walks. And also, they're saying here that it's unclear if he's pressing charges against Tony Podesta. It's unclear. but it's very clear what he's doing to Manafort, in other words. You see the difference? I say Mueller is a criminal, and Mueller should be, dragged through the coals, so to speak, for these, for his wrongdoings throughout the decades, I should say, throughout decades of criminality. And yet that's why everybody's afraid to speak against Mueller. That's why they praise Mueller, because they say, oh gee, what if he turns on me? Oh, I can't face that kind of inquiry and and that kind of investigation, that he'd do something criminal to get me on something. You see what I'm saying? That's why everybody's terrified of Mueller. That's why you see them praising him. This guy's a criminal. He's worse than the mob, because he has the legal system working for him, to do this kind of garbage. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And again, thank you so much for watching.